11 habits you do on a daily basis that are killing your testosterone levels. Number 1. Excessive protein consumption. I'm sure that if you work out and look up information on training and diet, you know that proteins play a very important role in building muscle. But at the same time, you've heard that everything in excess is bad for you. And this is no different with protein. So if you think that in order to eat a healthy diet, you just need to eat as much protein as you can handle, you should know right away that excessive protein consumption can actually lower testosterone levels. When we consume too much protein, especially at the expense of other nutrients such as carbohydrates and healthy fats, this can lead to a series of negative effects on hormones. One study found that men who followed a high-protein, low-carb diet for 10 days had a 36% drop in free testosterone levels compared to when they were on a high-carb, medium-protein diet. Other research showed a reduction in testosterone in men who consumed a diet with a very high proportion of protein, especially when combined with lots of weight training exercises throughout the week. So while protein is essential for muscle building and general health, it's important to balance your intake with other nutrients and avoid overconsumption, which can damage testosterone levels. On the other hand, it is also not advisable to adopt a diet high in carbohydrates and low in protein, as studies show similar adverse effects when the proportion of fat in the diet falls below 20% of the total daily calorie intake. As a general rule, it is recommended to aim for 0.72 grams of protein per kilo of body weight per day. The remaining distribution of calories can be determined on the basis of individual preference for carbohydrates and fats, taking into account the body's individual response. This is why we always emphasize that a balanced and varied diet is fundamental to maintaining a proper hormonal balance. Number 2. Plastic. One major technological advance that can undoubtedly harm our testosterone levels is plastic. Plastic can contribute to lower testosterone levels due to the chemical substances that can be present in it, such as so-called endocrine disruptors. These disruptors are substances that can interfere with our body's hormones, such as testosterone. An example of this is bisphenol A, BPA, which is found in many plastic products, such as water bottles and food containers. Studies have shown that BPA can mimic the action of estrogen, the female hormone, in the body, which can lead to hormonal imbalances, including reduced testosterone levels. In a study that analyzed individuals employed at a chemical plant that manufactured BPA and others who worked at a drinking water facility, those who were exposed to BPA showed considerably lower levels of total and free testosterone compared to the group at the drinking water plant. In addition, other chemicals present in plastics, such as phthalates, have also been associated with lower testosterone levels. These substances can enter our bodies when we use plastic products to store food, heat food in the microwave, or simply when handling plastic items. It is therefore important to avoid excessive use of plastic products whenever possible, especially for storing food and liquids. Opting for safer alternatives, such as glass or stainless steel, can help reduce exposure to these chemicals and protect hormonal health. Number 3. Bad posture. Poor posture can damage testosterone levels in a number of ways. Studies have shown that maintaining poor posture, especially low-power postures, can result in lower levels of testosterone and higher levels of the stress hormone cortisol. When you maintain a low-power posture, such as hunched over, bent over, or with slumped shoulders, your body can interpret this as a sign of weakness or submission. This can trigger a stress response in the body, leading to increased cortisol levels and suppressed testosterone levels. It may sound silly, but believe me, our brains interpret body language without you even realizing it. On the other hand, maintaining a high-powered posture, such as standing up straight with your shoulders back and your chest puffed out, can result in higher testosterone levels and lower cortisol levels. These postures are often associated with feelings of confidence, power, and dominance, which can help promote a healthier hormonal response. In addition, maintaining poor posture for long periods of time can lead to misalignments in the spine and muscles, which can negatively affect hormonal function and blood flow. This can contribute to a range of health problems, including reduced testosterone levels. Therefore, maintaining proper posture and ergonomics throughout the day can be important for promoting healthy testosterone levels and avoiding the negative effects of poor posture on hormonal health. Number 4. Consumption of processed foods. We often like to save time by eating meals that don't require much preparation time, such as frozen pizzas and hamburgers that are high in sodium and unhealthy fats. In this way, the consumption of processed foods is directly linked to a reduction in testosterone levels. Studies have shown that diets rich in processed foods are associated with lower testosterone levels in men. This can be attributed to several factors, including the high content of trans fats, refined sugars, and chemical additives present in these foods. For example, trans fats found in many processed foods can increase inflammation in the body and interfere with hormone production. In addition, excessive consumption of refined sugars can lead to insulin spikes, which in turn can negatively affect hormone regulation. In addition, many processed foods contain chemical additives, such as artificial colors, preservatives, and flavorings, which to date have unknown effects on the body's hormones. These additives can interfere with natural hormonal regulation processes and contribute to hormonal imbalances. If even lifelong scientists haven't yet discovered the exact effects of these colorings and preservatives on our hormones, it's pretty obvious that limiting your consumption of processed foods and opting for fresh, natural foods whenever possible will help. A diet rich in fruit, vegetables, lean proteins, and whole grains can help promote healthy testosterone levels and improve overall health. Number 5. High body fat percentage. A high percentage of body fat can contribute to lower testosterone levels in a number of ways. When a person has excess fat, especially in the abdominal region, the body can produce more than normal of an enzyme called aromatase. This enzyme has a job that we can define as complicated for men. It basically transforms testosterone, the male hormone, into estrogen, the female hormone. So when there's a lot of fat, there's more aromatase, which means that more testosterone is converted into estrogen. This can unbalance the hormones and lower testosterone levels in the body. In addition, excess body fat can also increase levels of a protein called sex hormone-binding globulin. This protein hijacks testosterone, making it unavailable for use by the body. This means that even if you have testosterone, it may not be doing the job it's supposed to be doing. Therefore, having a high percentage of body fat can actually make it harder to maintain healthy testosterone levels. That's why, if you have a high percentage of body fat, it's important to start leading an active and healthy lifestyle as soon as possible with regular exercise and a balanced diet in order to promote proper hormonal health. The range considered ideal for male hormonal health is mostly between 10 and 15%, according to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition. This percentage can range from 8 to 19% in relation to body fat. If you are over this 19% limit, you can reduce excess fat by adopting a calorie deficit that is sustainable for you. Number 6. Not drinking enough water. Water plays a crucial role in many of the body's functions, including the regulation of hormones. Studies have shown that dehydration can lead to an increase in cortisol levels, the stress hormone, and a reduction in testosterone levels in men. Research published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism found that dehydration caused a significant decrease in testosterone levels in healthy men. This is because dehydration can affect the function of the testes, which are responsible for testosterone production. In addition, dehydration can also lead to a reduction in blood circulation, which can affect the delivery of essential nutrients to the body's tissues, including the testicles. This can interfere with the proper production of testosterone. There's no excuse for not having a bottle of water by your side, no matter where you are. Number 7. Excessive stress. Without a doubt, this is one of the main factors that can contribute to lower testosterone levels. It's very common these days, with the speed at which things happen, to be stressed about everything. The problem is that when we are under stress, our body releases the hormone cortisol, also known as the stress hormone. This increase in cortisol can interfere with testosterone production. Studies have shown that high levels of chronic stress are associated with lower testosterone levels in men. This is because cortisol and testosterone compete for the same resources in the body, and when cortisol is elevated due to stress, it can suppress testosterone production. In addition, chronic stress can also negatively affect mood, sleep quality, and eating habits, all of which can have an additional impact on testosterone levels. For example, stress can lead to poor diet, lack of sleep, and lack of motivation to exercise, all of which can contribute to an even greater reduction in testosterone levels. It is therefore important to find healthy ways of dealing with stress, such as physical exercise, meditation, deep breathing, spending time outdoors, or relaxing hobbies. Stress is usually caused by worrying about possible problems. That's why I tend to think that if I have a problem that can be solved, there's no need to stress, because it can be solved. And if it can't be solved, there's no need to stress either, because it can't be solved. It may sound like a lot of nonsense, but it particularly helps me. Number 8. Alcohol consumption. Continuing on the topic of stress, many people prefer to use alcohol as a weapon to escape their problems. However, when used in excess, alcohol is one of the substances that can most negatively affect the hormonal balance in the body, including testosterone production. This is because alcohol can interfere with the function of the testes, which are responsible for testosterone production. In addition, alcohol can increase the production of an enzyme called aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen, the female hormone. In addition, alcohol can also lead to a number of other problems that can indirectly affect testosterone levels, such as decreased sleep quality, dehydration, and increased stress. All of these factors can contribute to a reduction in testosterone levels over time. It's important to avoid alcohol, or at least consume it in moderation. And remember, drinking every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday is a far cry from drinking in moderation. Number 9. Lack of healthy sleep. Lack of adequate sleep is undoubtedly one of today's habits that can contribute most to lower testosterone levels. I'm sure you know someone who is always sacrificing hours of sleep to overwork, or even to alcohol-fueled nights out. I particularly hope you don't do this, because when we don't get enough sleep, our bodies don't have time to recover and regenerate properly, which can lead to a number of health problems, including hormonal imbalances. In a study that assessed testosterone levels in a group of men, first thing in the morning after waking up, they were all fitted with wristbands to monitor the duration of their sleep. The results revealed that the men who slept only 4 hours had testosterone levels ranging from 200 to 300 nanograms per deciliter. On the other hand, those who slept for 8 hours registered testosterone levels between 500 and 700 nanograms per deciliter. What's more, it's not enough just to sleep for several hours. The quality of sleep also plays an important role, as periods of interrupted sleep or poor quality sleep can negatively affect hormone production. One of the reasons why lack of sleep can affect testosterone levels is because sleep plays a crucial role in regulating important hormones, including testosterone. During deep sleep, the body produces most of its testosterone, and depriving yourself of adequate sleep can interfere with this process. In order to get the healthiest sleep possible, our recommendation is to establish a regular sleep routine. Try to always go to sleep at the same time, preferably before 10 o'clock at night, as sleep before this time is more restorative, as well as creating an environment conducive to sleep, such as a dark, quiet room, and avoiding habits that can interfere with sleep, such as excessive use of electronic devices before bed. By doing this, your sleep will be better, and as a result, not only will your testosterone levels increase, but your days will also be filled with more energy and good humor. Number 10. The types of fats you're eating. In particular, trans fats, found in processed and fried foods, and saturated fats, found in animal products and processed foods, can have negative effects on male hormones. Studies have shown that a diet rich in trans fats is associated with lower testosterone levels in men. For example, research published in the American Journal of Epidemiology found that men who consumed more trans fats had significantly lower levels of free testosterone compared to those who consumed less of these fats. In addition, saturated fats can also have a negative impact on testosterone levels. A review of studies published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology and Metabolism indicated that diets rich in saturated fats were associated with a decrease in testosterone production. These types of fats can negatively affect cardiovascular health and metabolism, leading to a number of adverse effects, including a reduction in testosterone production. Limiting your intake of trans and saturated fats, opting for healthier sources of fats such as those found in oily fish, avocados, nuts, and seeds is a great solution. This can help keep testosterone levels within a healthy range and promote general health. Number 11. Consumption of foods high in sugar. When we consume foods high in sugar, such as sweets, soft drinks, and confectionery, our bodies experience a rapid rise in blood glucose levels. Diets high in sugar can lead to spikes in insulin, a hormone that helps regulate blood sugar. This sudden increase in insulin can suppress testosterone production in the testicles. Obviously, consuming just a few cookies or having an occasional ice cream won't affect your health, but too much sugar can also increase inflammation in the body, which negatively affects testosterone production. Chronic consumption of sugary foods can lead to weight gain and obesity, which, as we've already explained, is associated with lower testosterone levels. Adipose tissue produces an enzyme called aromatase, which converts testosterone into estrogen, the female hormone. Foods high in sugar can also increase, rather than decrease, your appetite and make you crave more sweets throughout the day, leading to excessive intake of calories stored as fat. Bonus: mint-flavored products. Some research indicates that ingesting large amounts of mint or mint-flavored products can have an anti-androgenic effect, potentially impacting testosterone levels in men. For example, a study published in the Journal of Applied Pharmaceutical Science showed that mint extract reduced testosterone levels in the blood of male rats. Although this doesn't directly translate into how it would affect testosterone levels in humans, another study with female participants showed that daily consumption of mint herbal tea resulted in a significant decrease in testosterone levels. So while the small amount of mint you get from some chewing gum probably won't have a negative effect, as a precaution, it may be best to avoid more habitual consumption of mint tea, mint ice cream, and other products with a high mint content. We hope this list has helped you, and God bless.